And we say, well, how 3D of you. The linearity of your existence has been placed on God, and you have decided to make a 3D God. This then matches your human experience. Don't you see how limiting this is? It is the cartoon character coming to life, stepping off the 2D page and meeting a human. But he screams in confusion and frustration, seeing 3D for the first time. He can't cope with it and doesn't understand it, for it doesn't make any sense. Therefore, he returns to his domain on his page and draws humans in 2D, so he can make sense of it all. You are then rendered as a 2D drawing due to the limitations of the observer. Inside each of you, you will discover the family. This family is the intuitive group that makes up the whole of God. At the core of the family is the same system of interdimensional workings, and it comes from the love of God and the compassion of what you call spirit. Therefore, your truth is what you are doing when you follow your passion to create manifestation in your life. What most human beings do not and will not understand is that this system is the glue between your many truths. It's difficult to explain in 3D, isn't it? But between the multiple truth of your quest for what you're supposed to do is a glue of knowledge and synchronicity, all working together with the potential of the system to make things happen in 3D. There is more than it seems here. The beginning premise. So let us begin with the premise. You are not looking for a doctor, and you are not looking for a prophet. You are stepping off the page of 3D belief, of following others within a generic box of belief, and are instead risking the idea that God is far bigger than anything you've ever been told. You're looking for what you are here for, and the premise is that the search will reveal to you not only your own path, but also that you are part of a grand system. It's an interdimensional system of how things work and is intuitive and shared by others all over the world. It's innate, meaning built into the cells of humanity. It is magnificent and will also reveal God inside you to the extent that you can become your own prophet, your own master, revealing divinity within your own eternal existence. It will bring you to the realization that you have lived before, and that this is absolutely a staple of the system, not odd or weird, but rather a wise observation of how it all fits. It will fly in the face of those who are steeped in a 3D mythology given to them by those who existed in a far less enlightened time and energy on the planet. Do not be critical on yourselves if you do not then follow what you are told by another human being or organization, by what they think is appropriate spirituality, for their truth is different than yours. Their search for God is different than yours. Blessed is the human being who searches for God in any way at all. Blessed is the human who sits ready to go and who says, God, tell me what it is I need to know. I want to chip away at the wall, the duality between 3D and multiple D. I want to chip away at the wall to find my own magnificence. I know it's there. I can feel it. Show me the path to my own revelation. When a human being is following his truth, it's his passion for God he is discovering. It's a path for his own personal discovery to find God in his life. That's truth. It's diverse since there are so many individual paths for humans. Each human being is spiritually unique. One is working on abundance issues, one is working on health issues, one is working on self-worth issues, and one is battling fear. Many of these paths are a result of the past experience of humans on Earth in different expressions or past lives, creating the vast differences of personalities at birth, their strength and challenges, their many phobias and their gifts. Do you see how you cannot create a spiritual box and ask everyone to get in? The new energy and what happened. And so the journey begins. What is this new age all about? What is this great shift? We start at the beginning, and the beginning is not all that far in the past. In your time frame, it is only 1987. That's all the further I'm going to go back, because that is the beginning of this energy, the one that allowed Kryon to manifest as a teacher, and everything before it was an older, denser energy. It was an old energy whose prophecies have dropped away. Did you notice the earth energy is different today? The old energy represented an earth that is now gone, if you've noticed. So this information is for the one who is studying this for the first time and needs to hear it from the beginning. In 1987, an event occurred that was unique in your history. It was called the harmonic convergence, and also later called the 1111. What was unique was esoteric. The Earth had reached a vibratory rate of spiritual neutrality, where the future could go either way. It could be pulled to a higher level, an interdimensional level, or wallow in the old prophecies of doom and Armageddon. Out of your linear time, and hard for you to understand, all of the higher selves involved in the system of Earth were polled. All the human beings that have ever been on the planet, are on the planet, and potentially will be on the planet, were asked this question. Do you want to go through with the old energy prophecy, the potentials of the old, or do you wish to move into the new energy that the ancients told you was coming? It is an energy that is not in your current prophecy, something that will create peace on earth, something that will create work for the Lemurians who are here and the old souls who are here. It will create spiritual lighthouses who will awaken in large number. What is your choice? And the answer was, we want to go forward. And as dramatic proof of this esoteric event, almost overnight, within a few years of this event, the geopolitical structure of the planet changed and morphed into something nobody expected. Against all odds and all prophecy, countries who were powerful players of the old end-time scenario changed greatly, the Soviet Union in particular. You were suddenly looking at a reality that no one had prophesied. No Cold War, the very thing that had created 50 years of turmoil, fear, and had no foreseeable end, had suddenly terminated itself. The time for the scheduled Armageddon came and went. Then you received a challenging event in 2001 called 9/11. It was not in prophecy, not in Nostradamus, not in scriptures or revelation. As I told the United Nations group 2 years ago, the 9/11 event will affect 2 generations of what your leadership does here. Don't you think something so important would have been in your old prophecies? This is proof that you're in a new future, and so we say again, the harmonic convergence of 1987, along with the harmonic concordance in the following years, are bookends to the changing, shifting energy that you've created all by yourself. Now here you sit with a totally new energy. So if you're reading this for the first time and you want to know what it means to you, read carefully and listen to the logic as it goes forward. Here you sit in a changing earth when it was never prophesied. You might say, what do I do to make the difference, and how can I shift? And I will tell you, especially if you are new, the very act of asking the question is shifting the earth. Blessed is the human being who asks, what can I do? What is next? For by this act of compassion for the planet, they are showing within their own selves that they have started chipping the wall. Is that you? If so, then you are asking for the steps of ascension, are you not? Yet I'm not going to give them to you because there are no steps. Or perhaps there may be one, begin. And so we see that the human being who begins the journey of asking, how do I chip away at the wall, already has the pickaxe in his hand, already is working the puzzle, and already some light is showing through. The changing system of karma. I would like to again explain what is happening regarding karma.